Research and Publication serves as a platform to publish research articles in prominent journals and conference proceedings. We help authors publish their research findings in high impact factor journals, promote their work, enhance their reputation, and build a strong scientific profile. With our expertise, we provide researchers and academicians with customized solutions for publishing and promoting their research findings. Quvae always strives to establish itself as a center of excellence for journal publications, collaborating for innovative value and development. We also aim to publish high-quality scientific research in the field of science, technology, engineering and mathematics, arts and humanities, business and management, and medical science. We assist authors in combating predatory publishing and preserving the scholarly record's integrity, thereby reducing manuscript preparation time and assessing whether the articles complies with academic standards. Quvae can make publishing in Scopus indexed journals easier. With our expertise, provides researchers and academicians with customized solutions for writing, publishing, and promoting their research findings. So I'd like to welcome Dr. Prodhan Mahbub Ibna Seraj, who has been working as an associate professor at the Department of English, American International University, Bangladesh. He completed his PhD in teaching English as a second language at the Faculty of Education, University Technology, Malaysia, and MA in Applied Linguistics and ELT from University of Dhaka. He published 34 research articles in prestigious national and international peer-reviewed journals, including Scopus and Web of Science indexed journals. He has reviewed 198 manuscripts of 48 different international journals, mostly indexed in Scopus and Web of Science. He is a member of editorial board of 14 different Scopus and Web of Science indexed journals. Once again, I'd like to welcome you, Doctor.
Okay, is it okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, Doctor, it is
audible. Thank you. It's all fine for your good introduction and nice introduction from me. Okay, it's all right. So to whom it would be appropriate for you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and even good evening to all of the participants to whom it would be appropriate. Thank you very much. It's my cordial greetings to all of you. You have already come across the topic, primary concepts when conducting and writing research paper. Basically, I would like to try my best to highlight all the issues. Those are important for conducting and writing a research paper. So it would be, you can say that this would be A to Z from 0 to 100%. Everything I will try to just give you the mentioning, and later you can walk. So these are the learning outcomes from this today's webinar. It would cover the concepts of research, the definition and categorize or types of research paper. Then how can you search your research paper and for your literature review, or retrieving your literature or everything. This is under searching research papers. Then elements of a research paper. What are the elements? What are the ingredients that we need to put for academic research paper? Then research methodology. What types of research methodology we usually use, and how would be their sampling size, their data analysis, their data collection tools. Okay, I just give you the hints over this. And referencing management. Referencing, how can you use referencing, basically using through several software. I will give you mentioning some softwares that you could use. Most of them softwares are free, so that's why you can easily use this one. But before entering into my topic, I would like to compare this concept. It's my very personal concept about research and paper writing. It is very much comparable to tree plantation. I think most of you know how can you plant a tree? What is what is tree plantation? And what are the process involved within tree plantations? And this process, it's my very personal opinion, very comparable, very symmetric with research process or research, conducting research. So how? So you know that there are so many types of trees, plants all over the world. Okay, which plants or tree you will select? This is very important. So I have selected a tree whose name is mango. It's mango tree. You are watching a tree. This is a plant. Actually, this is the plant. This plant is mango tree, and then what are the things for I need for planting this tree? I need fertilization. I need soil. I need water, and I need caring. And then after doing this all together through several years, then I can get a grown-up tree. So this process is very much comparable to research process. Here, mango tree, I have chosen a mango tree, a mango plant from lot of plants, from thousands and thousands of different types of trees. I have chosen here mango tree. This is basically topic for my research. Then I need to think how my research I will conduct. Okay, so this is about my theoretical or conceptual framework or conceptual study. And here, actually, for a grown-up and beautiful tree, I also need to think about what types of fertilizer I will use. Whether will I use it here from artificial fertilizer or natural fertilizer like cow dung. So depending on your soil will be what? Your soil will be fertile and your tree will be grown up soon. So this soil is method. Okay, basically, whenever you have theoretical or conceptual background or framework, then you have to think how you can proceed. What would be your method? Okay, where actually your research will be digging out. Okay. So after method, selecting method, then you need what? Through this method, you are collecting data. Basically, this data is also life of your research. Okay. We will see this one. Data is the life of research, primary or secondary data. And this water is also life for plant. And finally, what you will do? You must make a good connection with existing knowledge, digging through different types of literature from different sources. As much as your literature will be rigorous, your study also be rigorous and trustworthy. Okay, so that's why caring, you may not agree with me or you may agree with me. It's not a matter. It's my personal opinion. I can make a map between tree plantation and conducting research. So this I will go through my today's webinar. So first thing is that we have to understand what is research. Research, basically, search means you are searching, you are looking for. What are you looking for? You are looking for one topic again and again. For what? Basically for extending the knowledge or finding new gaps, or you are making connection. For this you are researching, searching and searching. Okay. So this process is research. Now, less or more, you know what is research. Okay. I just give you an overview. Research is a systematic step or attempt to provide answer to the questions. Basically, research question. This one is Tuckman, 1991. He reported this in this way. Then research means basically research. Okay, you have already the things, and now you are searching for what? For looking for new gaps, for expanding knowledge, and for making connection. These are the process. These are your main target for doing or conducting research. So how can you do? Collecting and analyzing information means data. You will collect data and you will analyze data. Then you can understand what are happening with your thinking, with your conceptual framework, with your theoretical framework, in what context, to what extent you are extending the knowledge or you are contributing your knowledge. So this process is research, and research mainly happen for four purposes. Okay, behind a research, there might have any of these issues, like your purpose of your research is to answer the research questions. Number one, your research will be conducted for bringing a solution to a problem. Your research will be held for expanding knowledge or extending existing knowledge. And your research will be conducted for generating new knowledge. Okay, so these are the primary four purposes behind conducting a research. So research means you are trying to find out answers of research questions. You are trying to give a solution for a particular problem. You are expanding existing knowledge and you're generating new knowledge. And how can you do? I again repeat, this will be done through collecting your data, analyzing your data, organizing your data. So data is like water. Water for us, alive. Like this, data is the life of research. So research papers, less or more, the concept that I have tried to address here, these are compiled here for giving definition of research. So basically, okay. Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Okay, I am out of electricity right now. Okay, so I may stop my video. Is it okay? Okay, can you see the screen? Is it okay?
Yes, sir, your screen is visible.
Okay, so I just out of electricity and I shut down the video. Okay. So here the research papers, basically the concept for particular purpose, for answering, for getting solutions. So in this process, research is a living thing. Okay, it grows and changes as the researcher explores, interprets, and evaluates sources related to a specific topic. Okay. So this is the final definition. Definition is that like this, after all the concepts will be accumulated within living thing. It means it grows, it changes, okay, through researcher explosions, interpretation, and evaluations. So what are the forms of research paper? Basically, these are the common forms: articles, reports, thesis, conference paper, book chapter. These are the primarily forms of research paper. So now, okay. So now research paper primarily two types: research paper or research. Okay, these are the primary research or empirical research paper, then secondary research or literature review. Okay, so these are the basic two types of research papers. This primary research or empirical paper is also called original research paper. And secondary research paper, I mean the literature review, it has so many types of forms, like systematic, critical literature, meta-analysis. So all these are the kinds of research papers. So I will just give you a brief idea about these types research papers. So what is original research paper? Basically, original research paper, it contains the data from qualitative mixed data. So all the data, when they will be presented through a paper, it will be called original research paper. And systematic literature review, it is one type of literature review which will collect data, which systematically collect, evaluate, and synthesize qualitative or quantitative secondary data findings of existing literature. So it means it will review what it will review. It will review empirical papers, but systematically. That's why it is systematic literature. There are so many processes for systematic literature review. Then another types of review paper is meta-analysis. Meta-analysis, basically, it is the synthesis of quantitative and qualitative findings. Okay, so the empirical studies, it basically deals with the results of quantitative or qualitative findings. Okay, so all the findings will be accumulated within a shape, and this types of paper is called meta-analysis. Then critical review, it's usually held evaluating or reporting critically empirical studies. Okay, so these are the primary kinds of research papers. So these are different types of research and research papers. Okay, so now you will see that where you can find research paper or where you will publish. Okay. And for your literature, where you will source your literature, which database is permanent or reputable or very valid. Okay. So there might have a number of sources of your research papers findings. So these are the sources look at. So you may have your university may have subscription for different databases. So you can use your university library database. Then the other databases, those are very popular and very valid and very good. Okay, these are the Google Scholar, Scopus, ScienceDirect, Web of Science, Procast, Springer, IEEE Explore Digital Library, Emerald, ResearchGate, Taylor and Francis, online, Wheatley online library. So these are the permanent leading database for research papers. Okay. And one thing here you have to keep into your mind that if you have collected or you have synthesized results from the papers, those are published, these types of permanent databases, there might have good number of chances to be published in a good journal. I mean, Scopus indexed or Web of Science journals. Okay, so if your papers are from, literature mostly from Scopus, ScienceDirect, Web of Science. Okay, so there might have a chance, might have high chance to be accepted to your papers in those journals. Okay. And reviewers will also acknowledge that, yes, this paper has a rigorous and very valid literature review. So these are the examples of our university library. It's my alma mater, UTM library online database, and it has so many subscriptions. I mean, so different types of databases they have subscribed for the student, teachers, and researchers. You can easily go through and can use this one. So those who don't have these opportunities, I mean, lot of other opportunities, your university library subscription. So you may have only one chance. There might have Google Scholar. Okay, Google Scholar is only for academicians. Okay, so you must use this one, and you have to keep it in your mind. You never use Google as your search tool for for searching literature review. Okay, you should not use Google, because Google, anything they can they can store. Okay, so everything they can store within their databases. So it's not a good source. But Google Scholar, yeah, definitely it's for scholars. So scopers look at in this way. If you don't have subscription, basically you will not have access to to collect the literature from scopers. So your institutions or your university may have the subscriptions. Next one is ResearchGate. Okay, ResearchGate. Basically, ResearchGate, I think every researcher might have or must have ResearchGate profile because this will help lot of things. You can come across with researchers of your field. You can come across new publication. I mean, whenever it will publish through ResearchGates, it will come automatically to your profile or your notification. You can see then what is happening, what are the new trends in the field. So it's very good sources. Then Web of Science. Web of Science is also not free. Okay, you can just if you have the subscription, you can access into form. But Web of Science and Scopus, it's my own experience that give you your literature, most of your literature are coming from these two databases. Okay, so there might have high chance to be accepted. So now come to the main points. These are the elements. Whenever you have secondary data, I mean you have literature on your topic, then you will prepare your template, and your template will be consist of these elements. So what are these elements? Less or more, all the papers, all the journals, they might have these types of information. Okay. Only few they might have deviated with these elements. So first one, in your paper, you must have abstract, keywords, introduction, literature review, theoretical perspectives. You can put this directly or you can discuss this one. Research objectives, purpose, or research questions, methodology, data analysis, or results section, discussion, recommendation, or suggestion. Some journals require to make a separate one, separate paragraphs or section, and some journals, as it is, it's all right. Conclusions and references. So these are the less or more common elements of a template of writing a research paper. So if you know what the things will be abstract, how can you select your keywords? How can you write your introduction? How can you write your literature review? How can you write your theoretical perspectives or theoretical framework? I think your life will be easy. Okay. If you organize in this way your research works. So I just give you some ideas. How can you write your abstract? How can you select your keywords? Okay. So abstract, basically, you know that abstract is the key issues. Okay. Because researchers, reviewers, editors, whoever will have your paper, they first come across your abstract. Okay, that's why abstract is very important, and it has a specific organizations. Okay, so these are the organizations. So first, there might, in the very beginning, there might have topic introducing a sentence. There will be one sentence, you are introducing your topic. Then there might have background sentence, why you are conducting this research. Then there is the purpose of the study, third sentence. Okay, what is your purpose? What are you investigating? And what are your goals, your objects in this study or in this investigations? Then there might have one sentence on your methodology, your participant, your data analysis, your data collection. So all the things will be one sentence. Then your results, your findings in one sentence. Yeah. You can sum up your findings and you write one sentence about your 1 to maximum 2 sentences on your results. Then implications. Okay. So at the end, what this research left for future resources. I mean, what is the further recommendations? What is your recommendation or suggestion based on your research paper? So all this, less or more, all the good journals, they maintain this these types of informations. And if you go through Emerald journals of Emerald database, they have different types of abstract. They have like a background. Okay, they have points within separate sections within abstract, like background, then purpose of your study, novelty of your study, findings of your study, results of your study. So all the section they will require, they want from authors splittedly, okay, splittedly or separately. So this is abstract. If you, I think it's very simple. If you keep this information within your minds, yeah. And if you can make a link, I mean, if your abstract is coherent and it not looks like fragmented or hanging sentences, there might have no issue for reviewers to accept your paper. So keyword, okay, it depends on journals. Different journals requires different types of journal, different numbers of keywords. Usually 4 to 7 keywords you have. And what the keywords, basically, your key ideas will be the keywords. What are your proper noun? If someone asks you, oh, brother, what is the main noun of your research? Okay. What is the frequent used noun? So those frequent used nouns are your, or should be your keywords. So then there is, okay, just a minute. Okay. So still I am under dark because electricity is out. Okay. So next introduction. Now, so in introduction, okay, we just introduce our topic, and we'll go next. We go for a literature review, but it's not true. Okay. It's very simple, tricky, and critical. If you must have in your introduction background of the study. What is the background? What the previous research or something else, or what the issues compel or force you to do this research. So you give the background of your research. Then why your research is important? You must have arguments aligning with previous studies here. Okay, this is in that way or in those ways, or for this purpose, this is important. Then you have to address who will be benefited from your studies. You must give within introduction. So you will introduce who are the beneficiaries from your research. Then you have also include your expected findings. What would be? You are investigating this, and what would be your results? What are you expecting from the people, from the audience, from the participants? All these folks, if we'll have within an introduction, it will be excellent, no doubt. Then literature review. You should not merely report or summarize the existing literature on your topic. Basically, what you will do? What will you do? You have to relate your topic with, first thing, how your study is related to previous study. So make a link first. Then, why are you conducting? What's the purpose? So is this purpose from yourself? If it is for yourself, so there will be no research. It might have open perspectives. It might have issues for several peoples. okay, several, several social issues. Okay. And for these issues or for your logics, you must have supports from previous studies. So you must make a link, your objective and the objectives from previous research. Then make a link, yeah, the same thing. Basically, we show in our literature what's the existing knowledge are already and what are not available. So you are doing your research for filling the gap, filling these research gaps. Okay. So existing knowledge is one your topic about this, but those types of things are absent. So for making this connection, you are doing this research paper. So in literature review, you should not merely report to the previous results, previous literature. You must make a link. So next one is after literature, there will be method. Oh, sorry, yeah, there will be theoretical, sorry. Okay, theoretical perspectives. Okay, sometimes theoretical perspectives or conceptual framework will be after introduction or sometimes after literature review. So why do you need theoretical perspective or theoretical framework or conceptual framework? Only two reasons for your theories. Without theory, basically there is nothing else. Okay. Everything, there is theory and practice, theory and implications. Okay. So nothing, we have an idea in our mind and then we need to what? We need to implement. So that's why I am doing and how I am doing. I mean, why I am conducting research and how I am doing. What are the things? What are what are the ideologies I need and what are the constructs? Basically, I'm investigating. So these are the theory about theory. Theory is the focusing lens. Okay. It's like a headlight of a ship. Okay. It is a focusing point, focal point. It will give a torch, okay. Torchlight, like a torchlight. Okay. You can see from here to the end with the lens of your theory. Okay, that's why theoretical perspective is also important. And after all the things, then you will organize your idea for preparing objectives or purpose and setting your research questions. Okay. All the basis will come out from your theoretical perspectives, your literature. Okay. You must formulate this one, these two. After theoretical and research objectives, then you have unit method. Okay, which method you will do this one. So methodology, here method, which method you are using and why you are using, the sampling size, the sampling technique, then data collection instruments or data tools, data analysis process, if you use any software, what types of statistical process or statistical analysis you are using, is it statistical, is it number or is it text, is it coding? Okay. So all the process at this sector, at this section will be described elaborately. Okay. So method, under method basically.
Hello, doctor. Doctor, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Yeah, kindly make it as a full screen, doctor.
Is it not full screen yet?
No, doctor.
Okay, so I think from the beginning it was the same as it. Okay, so this is
now it's okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. So this is the issues about method. So in the method, basically, first you have to describe why this method you are using and what types of method you are using for what purpose. Okay, just this one. Then you have some next section. There will be about your participants, then data collection tools, then process. So in this way, you will put your methodology. Okay, I just give you the overview. What are the things will be within your research papers. So after this data analysis or results, okay, whenever you have method, then yeah, you have to present your findings or results. Okay, how can you report your findings or results? Yes, you will report your findings, whether it is statistical or whether it is textual. Okay, I mean, whether it is number, if it is number, it will be from quantitative, and if it is textual, it would be from qualitative, pen coding or exile codings. And from quantitative, there might have like mean, median, standard deviation, t-test. Okay, so these are, you have to just report. You should not discuss your result here. You just, what have you found in accordance with your research questions. Okay. So if your research questions one is about perceptions, so you just report the descriptive analysis or descriptive statistics, or if you have two groups, so you may have inferential or advanced statistics. So you just report this. Now important issue is discussion. After result, your section is discussion. How can you discuss your research paper? What the things you will put? Basically, discussion will be held in two ways. Number one is called localization, and number two is called globalization. Localization means in your findings, you have to compare and contrast what is within your findings. Okay. So for you have 15 survey questions. Okay. And these 15 survey questions items, they are deviated in accordance with mean value. So you have to discuss why this item are high value, or why these items are low level, high level, mid level. So like this, you must compare and contrast your results, one part. Then another part, your findings will be compared with the previous literature, with the existing literature that you have already cited in your literature review. Okay. So you have make a connection with results, or what parts of the results partially or fully aligned with previous studies, or fully deviated or differences from the previous studies, that you are making gaps and you are filling this gap. So this is the discussion part. In the discussion, you must, what you will do, you must make localization and globalization. And finally, recommendations. Okay, in the recommendation, you must have two basic things. Okay, what are the limitations of your study? What the thing you can't able to do within your research? You just state this. Okay, so these are the limitation of your study. Next one is what you are guessing, what would be in the future. Yeah, future research or future policymakers for policymakers. So you just guess and you conceptualize, and you just left this for the future researchers. So in this way, you can prepare your recommendation for your research papers. Now conclusion, what are the things will be within conclusions? Basically, conclusion is what is the flashback. Okay, what you have done already. Okay, so all the things will be within conclusion, like us, not exactly somebody. Okay, it's a report, reporting on your results, reporting on your limitations, methodology, theoretical perspectives. It's, in other words, it's basically retrospection of introduction. Okay, it's another way of introductions, but here there might have what exact result. Okay, this way, if you give the reference of your results, so you may have focused your results. You must focus on the limitations. Okay, so in this way you can prepare your conclusions. So most probably I have some few more minutes. So I think I could not able to finish all my slides because there is the time limitations. Okay. But less or more, we know qualitative, quantitative. Next one of these are the three methods. So quantitative methods, basically, it deals with number. Okay, it deals with any kinds of statistical analysis. Okay. So it reports the results of based on numbers, number analysis. It's totally unbiased and objective manner. So quantitative sampling technique in a quantitative sampling technique, basically there is probable sampling technique. Probable, probable means everyone has equal chance to be participant. Okay. And this can be calculated in different ways. So this probable sampling technique I have categorized in some other ways further. These are simple random sampling, simple random samplings. This is very easy. So for in your class there might have 40 students, and you just select any 10 students. Okay. You just call, okay, or you just figure out any 10 students. So this is the simple. Systematic, yes, it must have systematic sample, random sampling. This one is like each, like you have to choose the students from 40. Those roll number ends with 1. So those are ends with 1, like number 1, number 11, number 21, number 31. In this way, you can select. Okay. And stratified random sampling, basically this is a type of sampling where the students will be, or this group will be split it. Okay. And so these 40 students might be categorized as 4 groups. These groups might have 10 students. So from these 10 students, you are collecting data. So this is the random sampling. Okay. But whether cluster and stratified sampling, there might have some difference. Some difference in the way that stratified means you have to split a group. A group will be divided into further groups. But cluster randoms means one group, they will be divided. So stratified random sampling, a group have 10 students. Those are the part of the 40 students. Okay. These 10 students will be categorized. And cluster means no. All the 4 groups are cluster groups. Okay. Because the class have already clustered. So these are the common issues regarding quantitative method. So and for sampling size, okay, this N, capital N means total population. So in your university, there might have 2,000 students, and you are studying or you are targeting students who are studying English department. You are taking, I mean, you are taking or you are targeting to investigate the problems happening with English department, and there might have 100 students. This 100 student is a small n, and the 2,000 in your university, this 2,000 is your total population size. So just give me 1 minute. Okay, that's all. So then a small n means basically your targeted population, and capital N means it is the part of whole population. This parameter is basically numerical statistics of a population. I mean, population's age can be age like 20, 25 is 25 says a population may have different types of characters which will be indicated through numbers. Okay, these are the parameters. Statistic is also numerical statistics of a sample. Okay. Then sampling error. Sampling errors basically it's the report. I mean it happened um, with the report of differencing between value of a sample statistic and population parameters. So in between these two, if there is any deviation, this one is sampling error. Mean value of population is there is the example of this. So as we are running out, the slide is not changing. Okay. So next, these are the quantitative data collection instruments or tools. Now, normally in quantitative data collections, these are the three very popular: survey questionnaire, test, pre-post test, experimental test, quantitative observation. So what are the data analysis tool? Yeah, I mean a process. Okay, quantitative data can be analyzed in two ways, with a descriptive analysis and inferential analysis. So descriptive analysis, it's basically give you the tendency of your of your survey respondents responses, and inferential analysis, it's the advanced statistical analysis. Okay, these are the t-test and one Quvae or Quvae regression correlation. Okay. So these are the popular softwares for analyzing quantitative analysis. Sorry, Excel, SPSS, Smart PLS. So these are the only Excel is free. Most probably all of them you need to pay. You have to subscribe. But these are very good statistics software. So now qualitative research design. Basically, qualitative research design, I mean, it deals with text, words, pictures, videos, analyzing, and reporting results, textual results. So this one is very subjective. As I am using text, I mean, I am writing something else on something. So there might have your biasness. So subjectivity is what they are. These are the qualitative research methodology. So the sampling technique for qualitative research, this is called non-probable sampling. So this non-probable sampling, it's not probable. It can be fixed, it can be selected, it can be chosen, it can be subjective many ways. Those are very personal. So these are the types of non-probable sampling. So non-probable sampling is convincing sampling. Convincing, it depends on researchers' convenient. Then purposive sampling, yes, it depends on researcher purpose. What is the purpose? Okay. So quota, there might be quota issues. Okay. Snowball sampling, you know that this sampling is you are collecting data from your friend, then you request your friend to collect this one from his or her friend, then his or her friend request to collect from another. So in this way, snowballing. Then expert sampling, so you may have some experts and you can target them to collect data on one particular issue. So this is the expert sampling. Then these are the data collection instruments for qualitative research. This one is interview, blended questions, observation, journal, document, checklist. So in this way, you can collect qualitative data. So that qualitative analysis techniques, so there are several techniques are used in qualitative study. These are content analysis, narrative analysis, discourse analysis, grounded theory, conversational analysis, thematic analysis. So basically, I have tried to highlight all the issues which are included for conducting and writing a research paper. So these are the very, this is what can I say, that this is the naming. I just give you some namings. Okay, those are familiar, it's good. Those are not familiar, you might go ahead for studying. So qualitative analysis, data analysis software. These are the software will be used for qualitative data analysis. Those are like AIUB, see. Qualcomm's Max Coda. So almost all of this you need to pay, not free, I think. So mixed method, then the mixed method is, that mixed method con and call, con plus call. Okay, in together, this is the mixed method. This is the data collection instruments for qualitative and mixed. Hopefully audience, you will, participants, you will get slides, so you can go ahead with these slides. Then instrument, the survey questionnaire, open-ended questionnaire, I have given the take, which one is qualitative and which one is quantitative, and how it is mixed method, like one plus one. So if there is this and this, there will be. So there is the list of referencing softwares. Okay. So these are the softwares, but here most of the softwares are free. You can easily download them, install them, download and install them. Mendeley citation is Jutaro and not RedQ. These are the almost all of the maximum are free. So using Mendeley, I prefer Mendeley. You can go for it. So what the things you have to keep into your mind for your write-up. So first one, you have to think, you have to set your mind that you are going to answer some research questions. You are going to providing solution for particular problem. So first thing, your research will be based on this. Then 3 questions will come. What are you doing, or what the research you are conducting, you are going to conduct, and why are you doing this research, and how the research will be conducted. So these 3 issues, 3 questions are very important for conducting your research, and these 3 are very related to exploration, descriptions, understanding, explanation, prediction, intervention, evaluation, and impact. Okay, so these are the 3 questions in social research. In social science research, we basically based on these 3 words: what, why, and how. Then in a background of the study, what I have already mentioned, but I just recap this one. In your background of the study, you must include your purpose and reason behind conducting your research. Then in your statement of the problem, you must mention, what the gaps, what the problem you are going to solve. Then choose a field. Whenever you is thinking about your research you are going to conduct or you are trying to do. So first you have to select an umbrella terms, an umbrella field. Okay. So, umbrella topic in a sense. So look at, I can give you an example. So I'm thinking that I will conduct research in English language teaching. Okay. So this is an umbrella terms. Okay. So then you have to go through the research. What is happening in ELT? From your study, you can narrow down, limit to the topic. So you have to narrow down your ideas. Say for NELT, what methods are getting much more attention for teaching or learning? What skill? Speaking, reading, or writing. So you have to select speaking skills, or you have to select one particular method. Then you have to go consult with books, articles, or journals. Then you have to make list of references. This is very important. Okay, before starting your research paper or conducting your research paper, first you have to make your database, reading database for this particular article or manuscript. So that's why you have to prepare list of references. Okay. It can be 30, 40, 20. You just go through this. And at the same time, you can prepare your literature, and you can also prepare your instrument, data collection instrument, or even your theoretical framework. So many things will come across while you have a database and you are going through these databases. Okay. So propose a working thesis, then you have propose a title or thesis or hypothesis. Okay. Then you have to note down what are you going to write, then paraphrase your ideas, those you have taken from the references, summarize, quote, make an outline, prepare your referencing. So these are the, and most important issues, the avoiding plagiarism. So how can you avoid your plagiarism? You have to write your, as I have mentioned that you have, whenever you have topic and you have databases, then you have started writing notes. Okay. If with bullet point, so whenever you have the bullet points notes, and now what will you do? You write down on these notes. Okay. In this way, you can avoid plagiarism. Then you can check with plagiarism checker. I mean, like turning to an authenticate. And from there, you can also identify where the problem, and you should start paraphrasing, and it will skip plagiarism. So these are the softwares you may use, Turnitin and check plugin. Okay, this is very common. And finally, whenever you have, I mean, whenever you, basically we can stop here, list of references software. Okay, when up to this, when your referencing is ready, basically then everything is ready. Okay, everything means your abstract, your introduction, your literature review, your methodology, your results, your discussions, implications, and your conclusions and references, list of references you are ready. And all these things, when you have all these things, then you will find that there is a ripened mango tree which you planted in the very beginning. So in this way, as tree plantation, you need caring, you need water, you need fertilization, you need soil. In this way, basically, you have also understand the research method. You have to understand the topic. You have to data collection tool. I mean, data. Then all the four things. What for you need for tree plantation? In the same way, you need for preparing your manuscript. And whenever you prepare, you compile all the information regarding these four issues, then your paper is ready, and now you are going to submit. I mean, this is the ripened mango tree. Okay, that's all from me for today. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, so we may discuss here. So host, over to you. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Is there any queries?
Can they heard properly? Hello. Is it okay?
Sir, I have a small query, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir, actually, I would like to know that how can we find the best relevant topic, that means in literature review from the website, and what's the process? Should we use the specific topic title or anything else? Or we can use only the just the keywords? And what's the process of finding the most relevant work in literature review for literature review?
Okay, thank you very much. Okay. Actually, there are some ways. Whenever you will go for Google Scholar, or Scopus or Web of Science for your particular topic, what will you do? You have to select your main topic. Main topic may be, say for, how can I explain this? That say for my topic is technology assisted language learning. Yes, so this is my topic. So on this topic, how can I source my relevant literature from the? Okay. So what can you do? First, you will write down all these phrases, technology assisted language learning, and put this one inverted comma. This is the Boolean technique. So you put it within inverted comma and go for whether it is Google, whether it is Scopus, whether it is Web of Science. It will be fine. Another way you can also make it in advanced way. This one is, say for there are 2-3 phrases within your keywords, 3 themes like technology assisted one thing, technology one thing, and language learning. So you divided your keywords into 2 or 3 other keywords: technology, language, learning, teaching. So you will see in Google, in Scopus, there is the advanced search. So you put or you write the technology and keep it inverted comma. Then you will add. There is option. There is another option. You just click and you will find add or. Okay. So you have put your or write your next keyword. Yeah.
Gauravi.
Hello.
ये दोनों पंखे चला मच्छर बहुत काट रहे हैं.
Okay. So for maybe it's in this way you can find your most relevant research paper.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
Oh, you are most welcome. Any more queries?
I have a question, sir. Good evening. This is Dr. Froilan Dimobo from the Philippines. My question is, how would you be able to determine the reputability of a journal, sir?
Can you repeat, please?
How would you be able to determine the reputability of the journal? What will be the following basis?
I understand this.
Hello.
Okay, thank you very much. Basically, yes, there are a lot of sources. You can go for Simago. Okay. In Simago, you will find all trusted journals list according to the topic, according to the subject area of your research. So go to the Scopus. Okay. Search with your, if you have any suspicions on your targeted journal, you just copy the name or ISN number and search with Scopus. You will find the credibility where they are within Scopus index or Web of Science index. In a similar way, in Web of Science, there is also option. You just copy the the journal and paste this one into the search bar of Web of Science. Okay. Is it okay, sir?
Yes, sir. Sir, another question. Let's say my paper was being cited in a Scopus journal. Does it mean that the possibility of the journal to be indexed in Scopus has a greater chance to be indexed in Scopus, sir?
Basically, I don't know the process, how a journal or an article will be indexed within Scopus, but it's my experience or assumption in the way that for being indexed within Scopus, the journal needs much more citation. Okay, they basically depends on the they look for citations, how the journals cited, their quality. So after observing these things, it's my observation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question. Sir, I have a question.
काय झालं रे?
For comparative study
Go ahead.
countries, which type of methodology we should use?
चलो
Hello, yeah.
इधर
Yeah, brother.
Sir, for comparative study between two countries, which type of methodology we should use?
Actually, it cannot be cleared with me. Please, can you repeat?
For comparative studies between two countries or more than two countries, like SAARC countries, among SAARC countries, I want to compare. I want to study compare SAARC countries. Which type of methodology I should use?
I mean, you are going to,
चला जा बाहर
can you mute? Yeah. So, it's not method.
Please.
Hello, is it okay? Can you hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. We are hearing you, sir.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Basically, in these types of studies, where there might have 2, 3, 4, 5 contexts, countries involved, there is no matter with method. Matter is that, is it feasible to you for collecting data? Say for you are using survey questionnaire, you may use online survey. Okay, so you can easily reach where they are living. It doesn't matter. Or you may use online interview. Okay, where you are living, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can collect this interview form. Okay, in this way, I think it will not affect one method at all. Is it okay, Brother Jaduk?
Sir, like if I want to say human development index, I want to measure on the basis of human development index or global hunger index. So which type of method I should use? May you tell me?
Basically,
Like I want to study and I want to see the status of SAARC countries in human development index.
yeah, I understood. Basically, it will depend. Method basically depends on your accessibility, your feasibility, your accommodation. I mean, cost, okay, for the things, everything. So if you are thinking that okay, you will use observation, and your participants are living in other countries, so it's not possible to go there and observe their behaviors. Okay, you cannot there. So there might have the issues. So you may avoid this one. So it totally depends on your data collection process. How can you collect your data?
Sir,
This-
it is not like primary data. It is secondary data, and data has given by the UNDP.
okay, I can.
Like
yeah,
there
so,
are 3 indicators:
so you may,
education, life expectancy, and
yeah, you may use different software like Stata. Okay. If you have big data, okay, you can use Stata. So basically, whether it is secondary, if it is the literature review, it's if you are reviewing the papers, other works, so it will be literature review. And if you have the big data from UNDP, World Bank, so this is another issue. And you are using the existing data. So it is also a bit implicated. Yes, any more?
okay, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Can you suggest any books or some link where we can get the resource? I mean, for data, which test we have to do first? I mean, if I have some data, what test should I do? T-test, F-test, ANOVA, something like this.
Okay.
So, is there any link or books or some resource?
Brother, actually, there are a lot of books. Which one or what the thing you need? You just the search with this topic. Say for you are going to use t-test on your questionnaire, okay, or you want to give, you want to put into your paper t-test result. So you just, what is the purpose of t-test? You just search with this. For where I can use t-test, you search this one, you can find. And as well as there are so many statistical books. You just search.
Free books are available.
Yeah, many free books are available. You can easily get.
You can use a standard software like R programming, Python programming, and then everything is there inside that.
Yeah, everything is smart PLS, whatever.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you are most welcome. Okay. Any questions?
Sir, I have one question if you love, sir.
Yes.
Sir, my question is that, sir, what are the main things which we can take from the literature review, sir? What are the main things, for example, variables or abstract or anything else, sir? Actually, we are starting research from the next week, sir. That's why I asked this question. What are the main things which we can take from the literature review and how to specify these knowledge, sir?
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir.
So you have already collected literature. For one hot issue you have collected. You must have hypothesis. You must have your topic. You may have your objective. You may have prepared already research questions. So now you will see what is the key points of your concepts, of your research questions, of your objectives. So just take these keywords, and these keywords will be the title of literature review. So let me clear with this example. Like, so I am studying previous literature on technology assisted language learning. So what I have collected some data. I mean literature review already, some studies. So on the issue, what I will do first, I have already mentioned in the literature. With my slide, you will go through my slide and you will see what is the things I have mentioned. First thing, you have to technology assisted learning. So is there any literature you have found those where there is the positive result using technology for language teaching? So you make this one a report, and then with these positive results, what they have suggested in future, and make a link is to your current topic, technology assisted language learning, what you are thinking about. You just make connection with this. You just not merely write this literature conducted through qualitative and found this and those results. Okay, in this way, it is not properly write up literature review. The main thing is that you make a link. What you will see whether there is the positive results, negative results. In there's any hints that is very important in your topic. So first thing, I would like to suggest you from your ideas, just take one words or phrases or heading of the literature and go through on this. Okay, brother, thank you.
இன்னைக்கு தீபாவளி தீபாவளி அப்போ வந்துட்டு நாங்க வாங்கிட்டு வந்துடுறோம் அப்படின்னது.
Hello, yes.
Participants are requested to mute.
Anyone?
Sir, actually, thank you so much, sir. Actually, I have, sir, one question again. Sir, is actually my topic is which I selected, sir, PayPal account, making of PayPal account or issues of PayPal account in Pakistan. Sir, could we take the other researches which were done in the other countries, sir, could we take these data and apply the test to convert this data? Sir, how can we do that, sir?
Actually, I'm not clear. Can you just tell me about one sentence? What is your main purpose?
Sir, the main purpose is that, sir, the PayPal account are not allowed in Pakistan because there are maybe some issues, sir. Actually, I was selected this topic that how to make a PayPal account in Pakistan or how to allow these accounts for Pakistanis to make their accounts in PayPal. Sir, could we take the steps which are taken by the other countries to open the accounts in PayPal? Sir, could we take these steps or other researches which were done on PayPal? Can we take these research to our country, sir?
So far, I can understand that you are going to submit your paper to a journal, and the journals are not allowed from Pakistan. Right? How can you? Right? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, and how can you solve this problem? So you may have first choice is that you may choose another journal.
Yes, sir.
You can choose another journal where you can submit, or you may have co-authors from the other countries, okay, from where it is available. He or she can be corresponding author, where he or she can submit this.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Most welcome. So Saddam Hadia, yeah.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes. Okay.
Sir, when we search for an article, then sometimes few article requires payment. So how can I get them free or without any payment? Is there have any way?
Okay, yeah. From where you are talking? May I know?
So Bangladesh.
Okay. Yes. You may meet with me. Okay. Personally, I will show you how can we do. Because publicly, I will not address this one because it would be unethical, I think. I think you understand, Mahbub. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, thank you, Doctor. That was indeed a thought-provoking talk on the concepts. On behalf of Quvae Research and Publications, please accept our sincere appreciation for the outstanding presentation you have made. Thank you for imparting your knowledge and remarks on primary concepts on conducting and writing research paper. Your examples were fascinating, and the slides you showed gave us a clear understanding that we couldn't have gained in any other way. We extend our gratitude for sharing and sparing your time and thoughts with us. Thank you once again, Doctor. And thank you, Doctor. Participants will receive the certificates and presentation document within 7 to 10 working days. Yeah, thank you once again.
Okay.